legendary sea monster of enormous size said to appear in the sea between Norway and Iceland. Kraken, the subject of sailors' superstitions and mythos, was first described in the modern era in a travelogue by Francesco Negri in 1700. This description was followed in 1734 by an account from Dano-Norwegian missionary and explorer Hans Egge, who described the Kraken in detail and equated it with the Hafgufa of medieval lore. However, the first description of the creature is usually credited to the Norwegian bishop Pontoppidan, 1753. Pontoppidan was the first to describe the Kraken as an octopus polypus of tremendous size and wrote that it had a reputation for pulling down ships. The French malacologist Denis Montfort, of the 19th century, is also known for his pioneering inquiries into the existence of gigantic octopuses. The great man-killing octopus entered French fiction when novelist Victor Hugo, 1866, introduced the pure octopus of Guernsey lore, which he identified with the Kraken of legend. This led to Jules Verne's depiction of the Kraken, although Verne did not distinguish between squid and octopus. The legend of the Kraken may have originated from sightings of giant squid, which may grow to 12-15 meters, 40-50 feet, in length. Linnaeus may have indirectly written about the Kraken. Linnaeus wrote about the microcosmos genus, an animal with various other organisms or growths attached to it, comprising a colony. Subsequent authors have referred to Linnaeus's writing, and the writings of Bartholin's Cetus called Hafgufa, and Pauline's Monstrous Marinum as Krakens, c. That said, the claim that Linnaeus used the word Kraken, in the margin of a later edition of Systema Naturae has not been confirmed. Etymology. Edit. The English word kraken, in the sense of sea monster, derives from Norwegian kraken or kraken, which are the definite forms of crake, the crake. 7. According to a Norwegian dictionary, the root meaning of crake is malformed or overgrown, crooked tree. 8. It originates from Old Norse kraki, which is etymologically related to Old Norse kroker, lit. Hook cognate with crook. This is backed up by the Swedish dictionary SAOB, published by the Swedish Academy, which gives essentially the exact same description for the word in Swedish and confirming the lead crack as a diminutive form of krok, Norwegian and Swedish for hook, crook. 9. With time, crake, have come to mean any severed tree stem or trunk with crooked outgrowths, in turn giving name to objects and tools based on such, notably for the subject matter, primitive anchors and drags, grapnel anchors made from severed spruce tops or branchy bush trunks outfitted with a stone sinker. 8. 9. Known as crake, but also crab in Norwegian or krabba in Swedish lit. Crab, the Old Norse kraki mostly corresponds to these uses in modern Icelandic, meaning, among other things, twig, and drag, but also pole, stake used in pole blockages, SV, and boat hook. 13. Swedish SAOB gives the translations of Icelandic kraki as thin rod with hook on it, wooden drag with stone sinker, and dry spruce trunk with the crooked, stripped branches still attached. 9. Old school Scandinavian drag, grapnel anchor, made from the top of a tree, historically known as crake or crab in the Scandinavian languages, probably the root for the naming of the mythological monster. It is thought that crake in the sense of a multi-armed sea monster, or octopus, is derived from the meaning crooked tree, as trunks with crooked branches or outgrowths, as well as drags, wooden or not, readily conjure up the image of a cephalopod, making it a descriptive name initially. 14, 15, 9, 8. This idea seems to first have been notably remarked by Icelandic philologist Finnur Jonsson in 1920. 16. A synonym for kraken has also been crab, see below, which further indicates a name theme referencing drags. Synonyms. Edit. Besides kraken, the monster went under a variety of names early on, the second to kraken being Horven, the Horv. 17. Icelandic philologist Finnur Jonsson explained this name in 1920 as an alternative form of harv, lit, harrow, and conjectured that this name was suggested by the inkfish's action of seeming to plow the sea. 16. Some of the synonyms of crake given by Erik Pontoppidan were, in Danish, Horv, Horven, harrow, 16, 18, 17. Soe Horv, Soe Horven, see harrow, 16, 19. Soe crake, Soe kraken, see crake, 18. Cracks, Kraksen, alternate spelling of cracks, 18, f. Crab Krabben, named after the drag, grapnellanker, crab, see above, 19:8-9. Anker trolled, anchor troll, 19, g. Related words. Edit. Since the 19th century, the word krake have, beyond the monster, given name to the cephalopod order Octopoda in Swedish krakar, h, and German, kraken, resulting in many octopi species partly named such as the common octopus, Octopus vulgaris, which is named Jättekrake, giant kraken, in Swedish, and Gewöhnlicher krake, common kraken, in German. The family Octopodae is also known as echt kraken, true krakens, in German. In Icelandic, Octopoda is instead named kolkrabar, coal crabs, after the crab nickname, the common octopus simply named kolkrabi. The Swedish diminutive form krakel, a word for a branchy, spiny piece of wood, 29, have given name to a variety of sea-dwelling plants in Swedish, most notably for Celeria lumbricolis, a species of red algae. 30. There is also the morphological derivation krakla, dialectal Norwegian, krekel, meaning crooked piece of wood, which has given name to primitive forms of whisks and beaters cooking, made from the tops of trees by keeping a row of twigs as the beating element, resembling the appearance of a cephalopod.